All right, so today we're gonna talk about Leetcode question number 1, which is an easy question called twosome. All right, let's get into it. Given an array of integers num and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up into target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answers in any order. If you take a look at the example number 1 of this Leetcode question, it seems to be really simple, right? So the question is asking to find the index of the number in the array that can be added up into the target number here, number 9. So anyone can do additional, and we can see that here we can just take number 2 and plus number 7, and that is going to be equal to target number 9, right? And then all we need to do is just to return the index number. So that's going to be 0, 1. So the solution for this answer is going to be an array of 0 and 1. All right. So obviously we can just use a brute force solution that have a nested loops by having two for loops like this for I in range, len nums, and for k in range, I plus 1 len nums by 1, and if nums at the index I plus nums at the index k equal to the target number, then we can just return I and k, right? And that's going to give you the solution. But then then this approach is then going to give you the time complexity of O n square. That's not the best solution, isn't it? Like how? And the question is, how can we do it better? Do you think it is possible to get the time complexity of the big O of n instead? There's a trick into this.
Okay, and to solve this problem, to get a time complexity of the big O of n, is that we need to create an empty hash map. And in this hash map, there will be key and value. The num will be added as a key, and the index of the num is going to be added as value. So for example, taking from this array, the first number here is 2, and the index here is going to be 0. It's going to be 0 here, and here is going to be 7, and that's going to be 1, and here's going to be 11. It's going to be 2. Here it's going to be 15, and 3. All right. And while we are doing this, oh, by the way, we add this one by one into the hash map. And while we are actually adding this, we can check if the different value between the target and number as we iterate through the array, if the different value is present inside this hash map, it means that we had found the two number that can be added into the total, that can be added into the target number. And all we need to do is to return the index of this two number, which in this case is going to be 0 and 1. And now that we understand the solution, let's go to the coding part. All right, so here I'm going to start with creating an empty hash map. I'm going to name it nums dictionary. I call it numdic. Right, and I'm going to start the for loops here. So for key and value in enumerate of nums. All right, so we want to add numstick, and always remember that we want to add the value as a key and here and the value as the index. All right, and here we need to find the difference of between the different value between the target number minus the value, and here we need to put the conditions that if diff in nums dig, then we need to return the index, right? So we want to return the index. It's going to be nums dig value and key. Oh, I see some mistake here. It has to be key. Sometimes I get confusing with the name all the time. All right, I think that should be it, and let's try to submit and see. Oh, I see some mistake here. So it has to be key. Let's try to do it again. All right, what is wrong here? Oh, sorry, here should be, I always make some mistake. All right, submit. There you go.